Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into Accession Media Holdings, or rather now Corp I's filing. Prepare for a wild ride involving reverse mergers, preferred shares, and a CEO exit that seems straight out of a corporate drama. It's almost like they're playing musical chairs with companies and executives. Before we jump in, if you're into decoding corporate secrets, subscribe and join our Discord community. Link is in the description below. This report is called an 8K, and companies file these to announce significant events to their investors. This one is dated May 25, and it looks like it's going to be a doozy. So now Corp I, formerly Accession Media Holdings, entered into an agreement to acquire M Love Vintage Holdings. To pay for this acquisition, they issued 1 million shares of something called Convertible Series N Preferred Stock. This stock comes with 1 million votes per share. It's also convertible into 1 million shares of common stock. Also, these shares are protected from things like reverse splits, which is good. This is where things get a little bit complicated. Usually when a company buys another, they pay with cash, but here, now Corp I is paying with this weird special preferred stock. This preferred stock also has some special protections against things like dilution, as well as a cap on how much of the company the holder can own to avoid giving too much control to any single person. Let's talk about who's getting these preferred shares. A huge chunk, almost 66%, goes to the Now Corporation itself. The rest are split between a few different investment groups and individuals, with each getting 4.9% each. So who are these people? Looks like some investment groups and even the previous CEO is getting a piece of the pie. This might indicate that they are trying to keep everyone happy during this transition. The acquisition of M Love Vintage Holdings is complete. Now Corp I owns all of M Love. The company says that they didn't register these shares with the SEC because they were selling them to accredited investors, people who are supposed to be sophisticated enough to understand the risks. Basically, they are using a loophole to avoid some regulatory hurdles. Now for the real plot twist, on the same day, May 2025, the CEO Mark Neubauer steps down. It says the resignation wasn't because of a disagreement, which is what they always say, right? Alfredo Papadakis is now the chairman and CEO, and Chris Villarreal is the president. And what does the departing CEO get? He receives 4.9% of the preferred shares and all the company's existing subsidiaries, free of any debts, and $100,000. But only if the company ever manages to get their S1 form qualified by the SEC. That means the company needs to file a registration statement to do an IPO or something similar, which is not guaranteed to happen. Alright, let's step back and analyze what we've just seen. This filing is packed with a lot of activity, and it's worth trying to understand what's going on. What we know is that Accession Media, now Corp I, acquired M Love Vintage by issuing preferred stock. The CEO resigned and new leadership took over. The outgoing CEO got some shares, the subsidiaries, and a promise of cash. A couple of red flags do show up here. First, the heavy reliance on preferred stock to make acquisitions is a bit unusual, and might hint at cash flow issues or an unwillingness to use existing assets. Second, the sudden departure of the CEO right after a big acquisition could be a signal of internal disagreements or strategic shifts that weren't fully disclosed. On the other hand, maybe this change in leadership and the acquisition of M Love is part of a bigger turnaround plan. It's possible the new team has a vision for the company and is executing it quickly. Overall, based on the information available, this company is a bit of a gamble. The financials of M Love Vintage and now Corp I aren't really discussed here, so it is hard to evaluate whether this acquisition makes financial sense. This filing creates more questions than answers, and it's up to investors to decide whether to trust the new direction or to proceed with caution. What's your take on this corporate shakeup? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this decoder ring helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. And definitely join our Discord community for even more discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.